Oh, yeah. Wait, what?
I hate you so much.
Wait, did we start?
Yes!
Oh my god.
Sorry.
We're leaving this in. We're leaving this in. This is great.
We are, but hold on.
Wait, sorry. I'm just not paying attention.
There you go.
So, wait, what? Oh,
We're
okay.
starting!
Sorry, I
Okay.
couldn't tell.
Alright. Welcome to the In-Crowd Podcast. It's first In-Crowd Podcast. I don't know. My name's Jaden, YouTube user / Jman times 10. Like and subscribe. And I'm here with two guys who never upload.
Yes, and I'm proud.
Alright, introduce yourself.
Give me all the plugs.
I'm
Pause.
You might want to get closer to the mic, Cam, then. Why are you walking around?
because I think
You revealed his identity.
I am me. Hi, I'm me.
It's probably
I
close
am-
tomorrow.
What?
Alright.
Stop talking, guys. I'm trying to talk to my fans.
Alright.
My 11,000 views.
You mean 11K?
That's 11,000. Jaden.
Then why is there a K there?
Because that
Because they're
means
joking.
K.
I know.
100. Okay.
K
I'm
plus 2.
I'm Dylan. I have my channel's just
I'm
Dylan
Barnacles
Ballman.
tomorrow. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm Dylan Ballman, and I don't know. Hi. How you doing? How's your day going?
Okay.
Alright, well, today we're going to talk about Captain Marvel.
Now, we went to the movies. We saw it earlier today. Had a good time. And we're just going to give our thoughts, opinions, what it really means to the overall MCU at this current point in time.
Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers.
If you couldn't read.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, sorry,
I mean,
deaf people.
Yeah, spoilers are kind of obvious. Oh, hey, someone's gonna be
Wait, sorry,
offended.
sorry, blind people. Never mind.
So people can
Well,
get
that's
offended. That's
even
not
worse.
better.
I
Ignore
At
it.
least blind people can enjoy this podcast. There's nothing going on.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's stop interrupting Dylan.
And
What?
Dylan.
so right now let's get the plot of the
What,
way.
Alright, the plot.
Okay.
So it's just essentially, okay.
It's just what?
Carol
Carol Danvers.
Keller. Yeah.
Viewers.
Yeah. And she was a pilot on Earth in the mid to late 80s, who was
She's
in
a test pilot.
Yeah, she's a test pilot.
Wasn't
Yep.
it 9086?
Yeah, 89.
It was sometime.
89. She was in a crash with a
Old woman.
old woman, and she was a scientist by the name of Marvel. Yes, if you don't know the joke, then wow, I mean just wow. And
Seriously.
I know, right?
Okay, go.
And she was in a terrible accident where an engine blew up by a gun, alien weapon, whatever, and she had absorbed the essence of the explosion, and that essence had thus turned her into she didn't really go by it in the movie, but it turned her into Captain Marvel.
Green Lantern.
Essentially. But yeah, and for the past 6 years up to the point of 1995, she had gone under the alias of Veers, which is what her captain of the Kree, which is a race of aliens who were bent on destroying this alien race, which
These
I
Star
really don't
Wars
think
that
it
they
was
shouldn't be in. They sound like America.
true. But
Just joking. I love you, America.
and with that came along the problem of them just destroying the different planets and races to those who would not bow to the Kree's rules and stipulations. To
They didn't like the
should
scrolls.
we say who?
Yeah, the
Carol
Skrulls,
Danvers is, like, the
yeah.
actor?
which were in the
Oh, Brie Larson?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, and they're trying to destroy the Skrulls, and the Skrulls were essentially just a race of green alien creatures who had the ability to shapeshift, and their population was significantly wiped by the hands and weapons of the Kree, and so with that, Captain Marvel or Veers or
Kara.
Kara, that's Supergirl,
Carol.
super wrong person, Carol.
She learned the
Carol.
truth about him, and she sought to help.
Humans. Humanity. People.
What?
The Kree.
No, she helped.
I know.
Yeah, no.
Defend against the Kree.
Right. And
The Skrull. I keep
Yeah.
forgetting they're called
and
Skrulls.
with that, like I said earlier,
Well,
with the
it's old
explosion, she was given the abilities of using photon energy, which can allow her to fly, shoot energy blasts,
She
and
can go super speed in the sky. when
yeah,
she flies.
She
she's
goes
a
Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan, yeah. Essentially,
can
I mean,
go
her
light
hair sticks up and everything at points.
She can go light speed.
Light speed? Would you? No, I don't think she go.
The
Not,
hyperdrive is light speed. What do you
that,
mean?
that's not the hyperdrive. That's why.
What? She shot it. She gets the power. She can fly fast.
That's not
Back
light
to the
speed.
Future.
Yeah.
What? What? They could go light speed?
No, they can't go
Yeah,
light
they
speed. Back to the Future. No, she can't.
Yes, she can.
No, she
She flies
can't.
super fast.
So,
Super fast
anyways,
is
we
light
really
speed.
liked the movie. We thought it was good.
Yes.
I thought it was decent.
Camden?
Dylan didn't like it.
No, well, I mean, if you're gonna say it out loud flat, but no, I thought it was okay. It's nothing. I don't think it's like groundbreaking in any sense.
Okay. So my opinion is, I liked it because it showed like her past, but it didn't show it as much as normal characters would, and also, it had.
It was definitely better than Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah. But I also like that she had her powers in the beginning. It was just like to change it up a little.
Mm-hmm.
Black and yellow, black and yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, B movie. And then, yeah, it was just weird how she showed a little emotion, but Nick Fury kind of pushed that emotion out of her, and he made it more funny. So I'm glad he was in there, or at least they made him more funny than he was.
And yeah, I really liked Samuel L. Jackson in this movie. I thought he was really entertaining. I loved him.
Samuel?
Black don't crack.
Yeah, well, duh.
That's the truth.
Unless you,
That's the truth.
Wait, they do unless you don't use lotion.
Yoshin?
Yoshin.
Yoshin.
Who's Yoshin?
Sounds like the lotion that Yoshi uses.
Yoshi uses, yeah.
Yoshin.
Okay, and so, Jaden, what are your thoughts and opinions on anything major that you wanted to point out, or
Nature.
as you're chewing, Jaden, chew, swallow. Okay, well then I'll just say something, I guess. I thought that they could have like taken, a bit more like, I think they could have done something a little more, because Brie Larson I think is a fine actress, but I think that like she seems kind of like just like a wandering child who, yeah, she knows what she's doing, she's following her orders.
She has no memories.
No, I'm getting to that. If you not interrupt me, you hear
Sorry,
the point.
Dylan, I want to.
Well, this is wow. I mean, and so it seemed that she was just kind of like it seemed that she really didn't have like her own opinion on things, even though she does have like her own, and she has. Okay, I don't want to say because I want it to be a joke. She has her own creed, and within that sense, and within that sense, it's like she seems like she has motivations. But it feels like she has doesn't really have a lot of personality. Yeah, ignore that thud. And it's really she's really like a basic hero and nothing really like new, like snarky like Tony Stark. She's heroic like like Thor would be or something like that. But it's just I feel like for I guess for the first first major female Marvel. Is this the first female major Marvel movie?
Yes.
Like in the MCU?
Dylan.
Yeah, I feel like they could have been a little
Guess what?
better. Okay, well,
So-
wait till I'm done?
Well, I'm gonna put this in really quick before I forget, because I probably will. So apparently, Thor might have like a little relationship between Thor and Captain Marvel.
Yeah, from
because
the Endgame trailer.
because Thor liked her because didn't get
She didn't
scared.
flinch
She
when
didn't
he
flinch.
pulled out
Yes, just looked at the hammer.
Stormbreaker.
We looked at the Stormbreaker.
Alright then.
So that'd be really cool if they did that.
Alright, shut up.
I just had to put it in there.
Alright. My thoughts on the movie. I thought it was really good. I thought it had a nice... it
Setup.
felt very basic at the very beginning.
Felt slow.
Yes, it felt very slow, but then as it started to pick up, I started to like it a lot more. I thought the action was great. Nice.
Those
Nice.
all Legos. Lego my Egos.
Because you see, sometimes what happens is that it's okay. Sometimes what happens is that in movies, there's either too much action, not enough story, or too much story, not enough action. And I felt like there was a good balance in this, and Marvel has been doing a good job of that recently, except for Ant-Man and the Wasp. Anyways, so I guess to give you guys a quick sort of origin, the original Kara Danvers, Carol, whatever. There were
Carol.
So in the comic books,
Caramel.
there were multiple Captain Marvels.
Yeah.
Male, female, and then she
There
got
was
the
the
powers.
original Captain Marvel, who was Kree, and
Which
then
DC got, right?
there was the no.
No,
And
I
then
thought
no.
Shazam was DC.
No.
No.
We're not mentioning that.
We're not talking about DC. And I know you're going there in a few days.
Let's
But,
finish it.
all right. So there was the original Captain Marvel
Not
who was
few
Kree.
days.
Stop talking. And then the
Sorry, I
second
just like to
Captain.
talk.
Finish, shut up.
And then the second Captain Marvel who was human, and he had a girlfriend who was Cara Danvers.
Mhm.
And Carol, whatever.
It's Marvel,
And-
not Marvel.
And and her origin story is more or less the exact same, because what ends up happening, his legs don't move all that well, don't break him, because pretty much what happens throughout the comics is that the same thing pretty much happens in the movie. She absorbs the energy that is coming from him and the person he was fighting. It's like this huge accident. She absorbs the powers and becomes Miss Marvel. And then eventually down the line, she becomes Captain Marvel. And I think there's 4 Captain Marvels as far as the
There's the
comics
new one.
go.
The girl one, right?
Yeah, that's
There's
right,
one
four.
that stretches and gets... I don't like that one. That one's weird.
The one now is like Is she like Indian or something like that? Or?
She's Latino.
Yeah,
Oh,
and she
what's
can
it like
stretch. And it's really weird. She's basically like Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
She's Mr. Fantastic if he had a personality and people liked him.
Mm.
Anyways, so that's as far as the comic book version goes, and I like that they kind of veered away from the comics, because, first of all,
People don't read
it
the
would take forever if they followed the comic book origin,
Oh my goodness.
because we would have to start with the original, then we would have to meet the next one, and then, that would have to lead to her, and then her
really cares
becoming...
about Captain Marvel already.
Yeah, and
Right.
let's be honest, I feel like they were right by picking her, because she is... When people think Captain Marvel, they think her.
Right.
Or it's like when you think Iron Man,
Yeah, you think Tony Stark.
think Tony Stark.
Or Robert Downey Jr., which,
You think Robert Downey?
You know,
probably more so
when
now.
the series gets rebooted, I'm really not sure who they're going to get to replace Robbie.
when you think Iron Man, sorry, not Iron Man, Wolverine. What do you
Yeah.
think?
Oh.
You think Hugh Jackman?
Hugh
Who else?
Jackman. Yeah.
Yeah.
too.
But, yeah, I thought they did a great job capturing Kara's character. Here's the thing, right? Carl.
Carl, stay back.
Carl! Anyways. So in the comics, she's always been a character that you can kind of mess with, because in the original comics, she didn't have a whole lot of character. So, in some comics, she's, like, really funny and quirky, and others, she can be really serious and whatnot. And in this one, they felt like they went more with the serious tone.
What's her quirk?
No, stop it.
In this one, it
Shut
felt
up.
like... If you guys were wondering what that noise was, I just chucked my sunglasses at Camden.
Yeah, he hurt me pretty bad.
I hate you. If you guys are wondering, they pretty much went with the more serious version of her. But I felt like towards the end, they wanted to go with the enjoyable one, because when she was blasting those ships and murdering people,
She was smiling.
She was like, woo!
Yeah, because
woohoo!
she can literally go through stuff and destroy stuff.
Yeah, she literally went like that and like belly flopped
She
one.
can go through black holes.
That wasn't.
That was a
black
white hole, first of all.
That wasn't just because that's not. That wasn't that
She
deal
literally
actually.
took the light with her when she...
No,
Passed.
Nebula's on Titan with Tony.
No,
So
my
anyways.
goodness, Jaden. No, he left Titan. He's on the ship. He's getting back home.
The Guardians of the
Nebula's
Galaxy
with
ship.
him. But,
Took me home, Siri. Sorry.
Happy home, country road.
Siri, how long until we reach Earth? And then it's like,
350
Apple, this
346
not working right
days.
now.
please pay your Galaxy bill.
Alexa.
That's Apple. You gotta do Galaxy.
No, get Alexa.
Cortana!
Stop it. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Microsoft puts... That'd be good if he did Cortana.
Okay, so, first of all,
Pretty funny. Master Chief.
having it set in the
Yes, you
90s,
do that, Tony.
is it just me, or did that, like, halfway through the movie, were the 90s just totally forgotten?
Yeah, it didn't really feel like
No, it was. No, I don't think it wasn't.
I mean, the
I don't think
music, but, like, the music was
No,
there,
I
but I'm
mean,
talking about
yeah.
90s culture. It was
Oh,
just
that
kinda,
was totally 90s.
It was kind of gone halfway through.
No, I don't think it
90s
was.
is
What we call like the whole
hard.
bass thing, like
No, like, it just kind of disappeared.
because they're in the desert, so it doesn't really. The desert, I don't think the desert really changes from the 90s to the 2000s.
Because,
So
I mean, it started when she was in the Blockbuster, and then they had the guy in the old car rolling down the window,
they still make those, but
and then that was, like, it.
no,
and then it was
because
music from
no,
that
oh
point.
no, because you see like decorations, like dude, no one puts like. I mean, they have them, but no one puts a lot of arcade machines in their bars anymore.
Well, yeah, but, like, besides that, there really wasn't that much.
I mean, to be fair, they almost kind of instantly went to like the Shield headquarters stuff like that, and
Well, that's why I was
Honestly,
saying...
you could see it a lot with like their dialogue in the clothing that they wore. You know how it's 90s because remember Carol's friend's house, like that, all the decorations that they had, and then the internet speed. I mean, the whole loading with the internet.
I feel like they're just
AOL
taking it away.
I feel like there could have been a lot more, but there just.
I mean, to be
wasn't.
fair, Jane, you weren't there for the 90s, so
like where was
What? You weren't there either.
I know, but I have
you
family who was.
Yeah, I have family
So
who
do
was
I.
too. That's how I know. Genius.
I also watched old movies.
He's literally saying, you don't know as much as I do, even though we know the exact same thing.
Not really.
Yes, we do.
We don't.
I know the same thing about 90s as you do, because my family was in the 90s, just like you're saying.
Do you know what grunge is?
Yes.
Grunge?
Grunge.
Yes.
What year was the... We're not getting into this now.
Yeah, we're not going to, because we're talking about the movie.
Wait, 'cause you're wrong.
So, as far as
Right.
90s goes, like, there was, like, stuff I feel like they could have done, but they just didn't.
Well, what in
And I
particular?
understand...
Oh, you're still waiting for the Power Rangers reference?
Well, let me finish. You just complained about how Camden was interrupting you, and you're interrupting me the whole time.
Well, yeah. No, Ken was interrupting you, first of all.
Anyways, so... Like, as far as the movie, like, as far as references go, I feel like sometimes you do need, like, licensing issues and stuff, so you can't reference everything. But, like,
But when you say it's part of Marvel, it's
Yeah.
part of Endgame, they're like, okay, just
But
do it for free.
I really wanted to see a Turtles in Time reference.
I'm...
there was no Turtles in Time arcade.
I mean,
I
you
was
can't...
expecting that.
Oh, you can't... They had Street Fighter 2. I think that was way big. That was way bigger than the Teenage Mutant...
Turtles in Time?
Oh, dude, Street Fighter 2 was, like, the biggest arcade in the 90s. I'm dead serious. That was everyone's quarter
Turtles
choice.
In Time, we still got Turtles.
Though,
in
I know,
Time.
but that's a personal description. I mean, like when you think when you think of just like what most people think, people aren't gonna say, "Oh, I remember Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for Turtles in Time," like for the arcade. I mean, a lot of people are just gonna say Street Fighter because that was first of all that was
why
also.
Are we talking about games? We're talking about Captain Marvel.
Yeah, but you're talking about the reference. I'm saying like just for the 90s, Street Fighter was I think
going
more
off
popular.
track.
This isn't off track. This is related to the 90s, which is what we're talking about in the context.
We're talking about
the
movie.
references.
But the movie takes place
movie.
in the 90s.
Okay, so anyways, the references that I really wanted to see also, where was the Surge energy drinks? Yeah.
No, we should have Tang. No, you know we should have had Tang.
Well, they had Blockbuster in there.
Yeah, but that's it.
They had... Well, Blockbuster's that's an...
They had the Radio Shack too. I forgot about that.
First of all, that one is still the only one in the world.
Space. Remember when they got to like the ship and all the like old stuff, like the Fonz? They had the Good Times. They had the Space Invaders arcade. I think that was pretty good. I think that was some good fan service for like 90s and 80s people.
And there was like Galaga. No Galaga.
That was the
well, that was more like 80s, I think, more so.
It was. That stuff in there was 80s.
Well, that's when she died, so that makes more sense, I guess.
Well, no, I think that's when she put them on that ship.
She put them on.
Yeah, but that's also like. But I'm talking about like the time of that plane crash and before. Like that's when she was going to the ship.
I don't know, like I said, Power Rangers reference. Just saying, it was 90s. It was pretty big. It was not as big ever as it was in the 90s.
Well, because that time nobody knew how bad it got in the future.
Well, true.
The costumes
realistically
were all floppy. Like it wasn't even close.
The swords are like bouncy.
Well, not floppy. It's just sometimes they don't fit the actors. But
you can't appeal to everyone, so you gotta realize that.
I get that. But why are you stretching out my socks?
Well, to be fair, you know what? I'm surprised we didn't get. I mean, I guess it's also licensing thing, but we should have gotten like a Nintendo.
Yeah,
like,
where was the N64?
Well, N64 is 1996. This is 1995, the year before. We should have had SNES or like Genesis or something like that.
Game Boy.
We should have had. Well, we did. Yeah, we should. Where's like Sega Genesis or something like that? Like, where's the
PlayStation 1?
That was 96.
96?
And nobody cared at that one. The second one was the best one.
No. I think PlayStation and 64 were like neck and neck.
There should have been a Sonic reference somewhere.
PlayStation 2 was better.
I don't think Sonic could afford a reference.
I don't think they have to pay for a reference. I think Marvel pays them to get the license.
I think they should have had Sonic 7 Rings.
It wasn't out then.
Wasn't out?
Sonic Unleashed.
Sonic.
I'd have been okay with it.
On Genesis.
Don't make no sense.
Exactly.
Why'd you bring it up?
I would have been okay with it.
It'd be funny if they did that.
Let's break the rules of our own timeline.
So you got what's like a really popular like '90s cartoon that was probably like maybe like before. Oh wait,
lot of
I
Nick
did
stuff.
like that they referenced Fresh Prince. I did like the Fresh
Yeah.
Prince. I love Fresh Prince to
and
death.
Hey Arnold.
Loved
A lot
it.
of Nick stuff was
No,
popular.
that was more late '90s. That was like
Late
98,
90s.
99.
Did Disney have any '90s shows that people
It's
remember?
Disney. They always had to show. '90s. Ooh,
What do you
it's
do?
a hard one. Oh, we should
Stop.
get like a
Stop
Barney. I
stretching.
would love like a Barney reference.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Teletubbies
You
reference.
and me.
Oh gosh.
How
Gosh.
funny would it have been if she'd seen
Where's
like,
Full House?
like if she'd looked at like seen a TV and saw the Teletubbies and just bam.
Where's my
Yeah, Full House. Where's Full House?
Full House everywhere.
In the house.
Well, and it's full.
I'm gonna-
Getting off track here, guys.
Kevin, you switch this on track.
Okay, and okay, so now we got the '90s part of the way. It's a good little tidbit that we had there. What do you guys like think of like the action sequences?
Oh, the action sequences were amazing. I enjoyed them.
I like the choreography more than I like the explosions.
I think the first part of it I didn't like because I don't like when Marvel films an
Marvel?
action.
Oh, sorry.
I don't like when Marvel films an action scene with too many cuts. You know what I mean? Why are you tickling him?
I'm not
Oh my gosh! Stop it!
He did it to himself.
I'm glad no one can see.
Yeah,
Because
sorry,
we're
we're
embarrassing ourselves.
Yeah, we're Jaden's tickling his.
Get closer to the mic. They can't hear you.
bro.
Yeah, they can. I'm
Loud.
talking loud.
Yeah,
Am
but
I?
but you probably sound like this. You're probably in the background.
Okay, so
Honestly, I don't care. If they don't hear me
choreography go.
Okay, so choreography I thought was good. I thought it wasn't too crazy, but like I said, I don't like when Marvel does a fight that is like 10,000 cuts in one scene. Like for example, you know that scene in Civil War when Black Widow and that one girl try to fight Bucky, and
Yeah.
you could tell it's like a bunch of cuts that they had to put together.
Yeah.
Which I mean, that was for different reasons because I think Scarlet was pregnant.
Hers
at
is
the time.
CGI.
But-
Scarlet was pregnant.
Yeah, she was pregnant during the filming of
Oh,
of Age of
real
Ultron,
life.
and
Oh.
I think
I
in.
thought you meant like in
Infinity War.
context of the movie. I'm like what?
Okay,
What?
I just wanted to put that out there.
Go ahead.
I love Nick Fury in it.
Yes,
Oh,
he's
Nick
the
Fury.
best.
But to be fair, the leader of the Skrulls is my favorite character.
He was funny. I liked him.
I love his personality. He was
Nicholas
so much
James
fun.
Fury.
Mhm.
What was it? Nicholas James?
Nicholas James.
It was Nicholas James Fury.
Everyone calls him Fury though. At least that's what he says.
What about your mom? Fury.
Fury.
What if he had a kid? If I had some, Fury.
Call me Fury.
Yeah, I thought he was great. I thought he did a great job. Coulson. I'm glad they brought him back
Oh,
because
yeah.
we haven't seen
Well, I mean,
him.
it's not. You can't say he's back when this is already like when he was.
Well, I mean the
before
actor.
the stab. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, he's in Agents of Shield.
Yeah, but no one watches Agents of Shield.
Yeah, that kind of ended like the
He wasn't.
second season.
What else is there? Nice. Oh, Ronan. Ronan came back,
Oh right.
and they got the actor back for him too.
Yeah, he looks younger.
I mean, I sure hope.
Well,
so, in the 90s.
yeah, he would have to be younger.
But yeah, he.
Yeah. Now here's one thing I was a little disappointed by. I know why they didn't do it,
What?
but I kind of wanted a Thanos reference because Ronan did work for Thanos. Remember?
That was after that.
that was after the fact.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like I would have liked to hear from him somewhere. Like maybe the Kree could have mentioned him.
I would have liked it if it kind of like maybe like one of like the end credit scene or whatever
Yeah,
thing would have
but-
been like him collecting the stones and like maybe like he knows of the Tesseract being
Yeah.
used or something like that.
Well,
that
like,
would've
wait,
been-
this is the thing. See, his clothes were different. He was the whole, like, commander of the Kree operative, like, the
Yeah.
stuff. But after
after that he's like I know what you mean.
I'm pretty sure Thanos picks him up and takes him.
But
and that's why
but
he looks purple.
I feel like
Yeah.
there could have been
Well, that's from
something.
the stone.
I feel like there could have been something like maybe a wanted poster of something like Thanos,
Thanos was wanted.
destroying
People
Clan-
want to run from Thanos. The police says nothing on Thanos,
the
bro.
police.
I mean, the Galactic.
I feel like
police
they're
or
still
whatever.
like they would still have to know about
I think that
Thanos.
we're fine. I mean, I
So
think that we're fine with the whole. mid-credit
I'm
scene.
glad. I mean, like I said, there didn't need to be a Thanos reference,
By the way,
but I would have preferred.
By the way, a
Thanos.
little tidbit. I bet you that that mid-credit scene with the beeper, with the pager. I
Mhm.
bet you that's just a scene taken from Infinity War or like
Endgame?
Endgame, yeah.
Well, a lot. Well,
'Cause I know they did that with Civil War with the.
no, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
No,
with the,
no.
there's like I got a guy.
That was a different shot.
With a shot.
Okay,
Well, I mean, different
well, I'm about
angle,
to
but I mean,
explain.
like,
No, it wasn't a different angle. I'm about to explain it too. A lot of the times when Marvel does scenes like that, they're filmed at different times.
I know, but I mean, like, like realistically speaking, that like it's like the
It's
same.
not.
It's just reworded,
It's the same.
revised.
It's the same scene,
it's
but
just
a lot of the
revised.
times they reshoot it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just like revised.
Like I think the one that has the most noticeable differences is the Infinity War, or not Infinity War, the Civil War one,
Yeah.
because at the end of Ant-Man they had the Civil War thing, and that one had different lines entirely.
Yep, revised.
So a lot of the times it's shot differently, so that might be the case, but it's probably going to be shot differently. They're probably just going to reshoot it, or you know what? They probably have reshot it by now because I think they're done filming it. A lot of the times they film it in advance. It's just the CG and whatnot they have to do.
Well, like
Stanley. Yeah, I was gonna mention that.
Yeah. Okay. So they have a lot of Stanley's stuff done.
Oh yeah.
But in the beginning,
No, I think they have more than that.
it was
I think
really-
they have Spider-Man too.
it was really sad because, it showed like him in the beginning, like the
Marvel
intro.
Studios intro.
Yeah, like all
basically, instead of the Marvel 10 years intro, you get a nice little
a collage
of Stan.
Yeah, Stan's references in it, like
Yeah.
his.
And
I
it's
liked
very
how they-
sweet.
They have a thank you, Stan, for everything.
I also-
recipes.
I also like how they show him in it. It's a little weird. It's not normal,
Yeah.
but he still says it like that's how Marvel kind of happened or whatever. It was someone told me, that it was like his idea for characters.
Yeah, he created Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Or I guess he had a hand in creating her. The only one I know of that he full on created was Spider-Man. I think he had a hand in creating
I
Thor.
thought he had a hand in creating Iron Man, correct?
He had a hand in creating Thor, Iron Man, and I believe Captain Marvel.
I mean,
I know he did a lot, but because a lot of the character designs were done by either Steve Ditko or no, Steve Ditko did Spider-Man, but a lot of the designs were done by Jack Kirby.
and Jack Kirby. Yeah, let's say Jack Kirby was. Didn't he like he was like the visual artist or something like that, right? Yeah.
He did. Actually, fun fact: he did the designs for the Ninja Turtles in 2003, and when he passed away, they had an episode dedicated to him.
Nice. All right, so now we got that out of the way.
Got what out of the way, Stanley?
No, I just mean like because we were talking about like okay, well, do you have like any opinions on like the choreography and like the action sequences and stuff like that, or?
Oh, that was cool on how, when she flew through the ships,
Oh yeah.
she just like took it all in, and she was really happy that she could just destroy it all.
Yeah.
I'm glad she shot that guy in the face instead of fighting him hand to hand.
I know.
Oh no, right? It's like, dude, no, I don't have anything to prove. Just shut up.
Well, I also didn't want to see him fight because I know she would lose. What if she wasn't using her powers?
Oh.
Hand-to-hand fight, yeah, probably. Well, yeah.
Well, she lost several times to him in the, in the beginning.
Yeah, and then she used her powers and zapped him. So.
Well, also that
Probably.
that probably it was in the morning, and then when that happened, it probably had to be like 3 days.
Here's my question.
So she
right?
can't get.
Here's my question for you guys. So, what has she been doing this whole time?
What do you mean?
Because we would have to assume that eventually she found the Krees their home, or not the Krees. Eventually she would have gone back to the Krees and taken them out, and then also gone and got the Skrulls home.
A new home.
So.
Okay, this is what people are saying.
And obviously she didn't like. Remember she also she probably went to Kree. Probably took.
She's also probably like 50 by now. Although I guess, like I said,
she doesn't really age. Well,
she does age.
Doesn't age as fast
she ages
as
very
the
slow.
average human.
Well,
Because in the
I,
in the Marvel comics, like when it cut a few years ahead, I believe it stated that she was about 45. And that was during like Old Man Logan. So
Old Man Logan is set in like the 60s, right?
no.
what's this place in the future?
No.
Yeah,
Old Man Logan is like the Avenger, or not the Avengers, but like it's the characters who age slower. It's their future.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you have like the Hulk, you have Thor, you have all these other characters.
Thor's like a 1,000
Thor
years
actually-
old already.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Realistically,
Or he's like older or something like that.
hundreds of years old.
He's like
probably.
1,025.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
Specifically.
Well, he's just really old. I know that.
And I'm pretty sure what. And not to mention, as Guardians get stronger the more
With
they
age, yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah, which is
So just give him so just let Thanos do what he has to do. Let
Yeah. What if Doctor Strange like found Thor a second time and just aged him up?
yeah,
And then
the
sent
time
him-
zone is like
and he's like, go get him.
yeah, go get a boy.
But I don't know. All right. So Endgame. I guess we'll talk Endgame stuff since we're pretty much done with Captain Marvel. Unless is there anything else you guys want to say?
okay. So there's this theory that that apparently she got, when you're talking about the scrolls got
Mhm.
at home and stuff, and like the Kree killed them off, but that didn't happen. I don't think so. But in the first end credit scene, it shows her, the beacons turns off,
Yeah.
and then they're like, "What is it? What happened?" And then she pops up right behind her. People are saying that she's been on Earth the whole time. So like,
No, that can't be the case because
I mean, she did show up pretty fast.
okay,
no,
wait,
but here's the thing though, she could have been
can I
on
put
Earth
more
because,
information in it, Dylan?
Go on,
Okay.
I guess.
So, what I was thinking is that she could be living with her friend because,
Her friend's got to be super old now.
yeah, it's kind of like Captain America,
Mm.
where her daughter could be, like, she could also be helping her,
Mhm.
and she could come back because she said that she would after, like, he helped him.
Mhm.
Or the thing is that she's living with the Skrulls, and then she just, because the thing is that taking the beacon to from where he was, from
Mhm.
like New York to the area that they are, had to take at least let's see, had to take at least 2 or 3 hours, maybe, since they have like their jets are pretty fast.
Mhm.
And
How about you get closer to the mic so people can hear you?
and so, well, I'm talking pretty loud, but and so, thanks, Jade. Now you kind of, she could be from where the scroll is, and she could fly from there, which that's what I was thinking. She flies light speed, because I would have to. She's probably from like across the entire universe, like, so 2 hours could be like how fast she goes,
Mhm.
and that's what she makes it. Or she could just be living with her friend on Earth.
Oh,
That's one idea, but
and my statement to like rebuttal that would be
you have to go towards the mic,
no, I think I'm close enough.
but you're like turned around, so you're barely people can barely
I'll be
hear
fine.
you.
Yeah, it's not really gonna pick you up. You gotta at least be facing it. You're good. Right there.
Wait, what?
I don't think it would be like it was that she's been living on Earth because of the fact that this is supposedly supposed to be taking like a while. So that means that first of all they would have had to find the beeper in the first place. So that means that they've gone to there, they've found it. I mean, I'm pretty sure that'd probably take a while, considering the fact that
Not
no,
okay.
wait. Let me
Okay,
finish.
I
let me
was
finish,
just
let me
gonna
finish.
mention something. I was gonna interrupt you.
But-
I was just gonna say that Black Widow knew that was Fury's beeper, so most likely she probably knew where to find it.
I mean, I don't think that she knew his immediate location.
Well, no, but I'm pretty sure Fury was probably like, "Hey, if something ever happens to me, use that." Like if
I mean, if that's not been shown to us, then how would we suspect that that actually be?
well,
like,
because she
canon?
knew what it was. Why would she know what it is otherwise? You know what I mean? 'Cause
She knows him. She
Yeah,
knew.
she
She
was
knew
like
the
the biggest
communicator.
agent.
She even
I mean-
said that's Fury's beeper.
It's like his.
So I feel like
She
Fury
is the-
would have
she
at
is,
least
like, the
had to
biggest
tell her,
agent.
like, "Hey, something ever happens, and you find this, take it." You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because they kept it locked up. They didn't just have it,
No.
so they
Well,
knew it
even then,
did
I-
something.
Even then, I don't think that she knew his immediate location after he got like vaporized or whatever.
Oh.
So I mean,
Probably not, but at the same
I
time,
mean, New York is pretty much superhero land in the comics. That's where like a very vast majority of superheroes live. And second of all,
well, here's
wait, just wait a minute. And second of all, I think that it's probably been a while because if you look at the screen, it's just showing like the rates of like different people dying like from the
Around
attack.
the world.
Around the world, like Norway, I think I saw Sweden in there. Like the population,
I know.
like just the
Oh, those
no
are going down.
the T series lives.
No,
And then,
T-Series has...
and
T-Series has too many.
and then it's like the death toll is rising and whatnot. And I think that I don't think this was probably just after. I think this probably been because I think that if Captain Marvel is there, I think that she shows up realistically more towards like the end of the year gap rather than the beginning of it. You know, because if that's the case, that means that if she known that Thanos did this, that I think she would have gone. She probably just would have and like gun it straight for Thanos immediately to find him wherever he is, and then try to fight him head on.
Well,
I think because I mean they're gonna fight all as a team, which is what the Endgame trailer told us. They're all gonna fight
their
together.
costumes.
Yeah, they have new costumes.
It looked like
White.
It was the
The new Avengers.
it kind of looked like the
Ant-Man.
No, do you remember the robots that Tony had from Age of Ultron?
Yeah.
It kind of looked like them.
Well, someone was also saying the old prototype and Ant-Man. It kind of looked like that. Like it kind of looked like a spacesuit, and it had like white and red on it. So
Yeah,
people are saying that it could be that.
Well,
but we don't.
okay. Well, let me just start by saying this, right? First of all, going back to the like whole tracker thing and everything, we saw in the Endgame trailer that Cap saw who was gone and who was alive.
Yeah, because his dreams
Yeah,
in space.
in the Endgame trailer, it showed like the pictures of who was still alive and who was gone.
Oh,
Cause
I
you
thought
see-
you were saying Fury.
No,
I'm like, wait.
Because you see Peter,
Yeah.
you see Shuri, you see all the
Yeah.
other people.
So
I don't feel so
So my thought is that, you know, Black Widow is an agent. I feel like she would know where Fury's last location is. I feel like she could be like, oh, Fury was heading here, and then he went offline.
Well, I mean, judging by like the events of Infinity War in the first place, like how like they were playing that attack for like a good few hours because remember they were just trying to extract the stone from Vision. And so
here's another
I
thing.
mean, you could say they're in contact, but I mean, like I feel like they would have told us that
Here's
in the
another
first place.
thing.
You know?
What's to say that his little tracker, once he turns it on, doesn't have like a signal on it that Widow can pick up?
Because beepers don't set off a signal. They don't set off a
Yeah,
meter.
but this is also
It's an emitter, but it
it's also
doesn't
a
emit.
non-existent superhero universe.
I know, but I mean,
And not to mention they are in
just
Avengers
because
Tower,
just because you're
so they
not
could probably
wrong doesn't mean
pick
that
up-
you're. I mean, just because something can be considered not wrong doesn't necessarily make it right.
What?
Like, just because just because it's not an impossibility doesn't mean that it would necessarily happen in the first place. Like, you could say that and you're not necessarily wrong, but I don't think that necessarily makes it the case.
I'm so confused.
I am too. But
No. Okay,
anyways.
No. I'll get this point across right
No,
now. 'Cause
don't worry, we're
it's too
moving
late.
on.
Well, it's too late.
No, it's not.
Just because that your reasoning is sound, but going on for like a half hour.
You're still eating up time.
It's okay. What's
Yeah,
the
but
problem? I
guess
thought that's what we
I
wanted.
don't care about this.
Okay, well, I don't
And-
care about what he or something that you were saying, but let you
It
guys
was
talk.
about Captain Marvel. This was just about like science and stuff. Just
No, because no, I mean that I'd like to think that like this point actually does matter because like when we're talking about like in like just because he's right doesn't necessarily mean he's like wrong.
see,
Or
what
whatever.
are you even saying? You're not saying anything right.
That's because I can't get it out properly. But I mean, it's easy. It's easy to if you guys would just give me the chance, then you guys can just learn that I'm not. What I'm saying isn't necessarily like nonsense. It's just. Okay. You said the beeper could give off a signal. I'm like that
Yeah,
could
'cause
be
she
a possibility,
enhanced
but I don't think that necessarily is the possibility.
Because she enhanced it.
She enhanced it, but she just said it could just spread off across a few galaxies. That means no. That's setting it off to a beeper. Unless Black Widow has a beeper of her own, then I don't think that she would know.
Look, all I'm saying is she knew it was Fury's. So
She knew it was Furious. He was angry.
Fury's. She knew it was Fury's because she said this is Fury's tracker.
I
And
know
she
that.
even said he wouldn't leave this anywhere. So my guess is what it's reporting. Yeah, my guess is that he would he would have had to tell her off screen, or B, she already knows.
I don't think she knows who it goes to.
No, she probably doesn't know who.
No,
it
she
goes
doesn't. No,
to,
she doesn't
but
know who it is.
She would have to know
Yeah, she's
that
like,
it is at least Fury's. I don't have a touchscreen.
okay, that's what she said. She's like, well, not exactly, but she said, I don't know what it does.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
going.
know that Theory cared about it. What?
Get a
They
little
can hear
closer.
me. I'm loud.
Why are you getting so salty?
I'm not.
Well, he's eating
Okay.
chips.
Doesn't
But
mean
he's,
salty.
but she's saying that, and he's like, Captain America's like, something, I don't know.
He
Captain
knows the-
America stuff.
Also, here's another thing to mention. In all the trailers we've seen of Cap thus far, he is shaved, and in that scene, he still had the beard.
Oh yeah, that was beforehand.
So-
Because that was before Tony even got back.
Tony hasn't gotten back yet.
That's saying he didn't like he's not shaved. That was before Tony got back. And remember, like the trailers, like for Infinity War, like when they're talking to each other, like we're gonna have to fight. We'll do that together, or we may have to die. We'll do that together too. Like he was shaved at that scene, and so I'm guessing like he probably shaves maybe like around the time when Tony gets back.
Also, we still have the time travel thing for Endgame because of those leaked pictures.
Well, I mean, okay. Do you think it's gonna be like time travel in the sense that it's gonna be like a new universe, or it's gonna be the same timeline and things are just gonna be reworked?
Spider-Man. Okay.
Okay. Well, this is.
Real quick, Camden. It was confirmed. It was confirmed by the creators that
universe.
It takes place before.
Far From Home takes place before.
Before Infinity.
So
I thought
when
so.
you said that scene where they get on the bus and you were saying that they're going like where Tony is, you were right.
I said that
They're
too.
going.
That was them coming back from the trip.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said that too. By the way.
So
Well, actually, I think half the internet actually said that. I saw that all over the place in the trip.
That's what
other comments.
Someone was saying that it was in a different universe.
No.
I never thought that once.
But I think what's gonna happen, right? At least as far as time travel goes, because what we've seen from those leaked pictures, we see a much older Tony.
Well, wait, that's actually.
We see Spider-Man in his in his Homecoming suit. We see Cap in his original Avengers outfit, and we see Ant-Man in the Ant-Man 1 costume. And they all have, like, the weird Iron Man glove thing. Well, I think Cap is the only one that has one, but... So...
Because he has no weapon besides his shield, and that won't work in
yeah,
space.
so...
Right.
My theory as to what might
What can
happen...
work with gravity?
Because I'm not really too sure what's gonna go on, because we don't fully know who got erased yet. You know what I mean?
Well, a lot of people...
We know a majority.
Well, yeah, but I feel like...
half of them.
We know the majority. That we don't know everyone.
Because there are certain side characters that we don't know if they're still alive. Like Aunt May, Ned, MJ.
Right.
We don't know if they're still
that's
alive.
not a big part of
That's
Endgame,
not a
so who cares?
Well, my whole thing
People
is
watch
that,
those movies and like those characters. It would matter to them.
Is that, because what a scene that a lot of people want to see is Tony telling Aunt May that Peter is gone. And for that to work, she'd have to be alive.
And he has to be back.
Yeah, and my theory would
Well,
be...
she'd have to know.
My theory was
Where's
that...
Thanos?
She would have known. She would have known already.
He's farming Thanos.
Okay,
Thanos?
if Aunt May is alive, then that means that she would have already known because he wouldn't have come back home. And if she knows that everyone's like dying, then it means that he must have just automatically died too. I doubt that he.
And like,
because she knows that he has powers at that point.
Bring me Thanos.
Oh, and one more thing though, I gotta mention this because I know this a little off topic, but in the context of like Peter coming back home, it's weird that he had his normal outfit when he left that at home, unless Nick Fury brings that to him in Far From Home.
He does.
He does. Okay.
Wait.
We're getting a little off track from the.
Because I'm pretty
sure.
sure.
Getting a little off track from Captain Marvel, but.
Well, because there's not as much to talk about anymore, really.
Well, then, do you just want to give like final thoughts?
Well, we can.
I'd rather us not get off topic and make this the Marvel stream and not like the Marvel stream.
Well, it can just be Captain Marvel plus Endgame talk.
Oh, and so for Marvel, I don't really like her. I don't know why she bothered me. Like
Captain
her
Marvel?
face.
Kara or the old lady?
Marvel.
Carl Danvers.
Carl, stay back. Okay.
Peter.
But,
Peter.
yeah, I don't know why, but she bothered me. And then I also noticed, like, the second time watching it, I noticed that, what the changes they did with her brain, like, from putting scrolls to the real memory. Because the scroll memory is where the scroll shoots.
Are you sniffing my cape?
No.
What are you doing?
No, I'm just doing this. It's just close to my
face.
Where the scroll shoots Marvel. But there's like a war going on around. But really, it was
just
yeah,
I saw that.
The commander shot it. Her, I mean. And yeah, but the thing is that some people might think, why did he not gain powers? Because he was pretty close. But first of all,
she got the direct up close.
She got the actual
she was super close, and the ship was tilted to her direction more, and she shot the bullet, so that bullet hole will shoot the energy out, and if you see it, it literally looks like water shoots at her.
What happens is that the energy hits her, it's the shockwave that hits him.
Yeah, it pushes him away.
Yeah,
the blast hits her and
Yeah,
shockwave just.
the
boom.
shockwave
Here's something I noticed that I wanted
power.
to just real quick mention. Marvel, when she was looking at her through like Mindscape thing, whatever.
Wait, are you talking about the intelligence?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
intelligence. She first of all she appeared
They're
in
AIs,
the
and that's
in the
stupid.
suit, and then the second time she saw her
Pegasus?
eyes were
Pegasus?
different, and her hair was white. It was just something I noticed.
Oh, I didn't
Oh, and
notice that.
I have something to say that I do have something to add on to like what Cam said because that actually is interesting. Like,
Yeah.
it is crazy to note that like what he said, like in the memory of like her getting shot by the scroll, and then like in reality, like it was actually the commander that shot Marvel.
Mhm.
They changed their memories.
They changed your memory. I know. I'm
Oh,
saying like I
wait.
didn't like initially realize that. I'm like, oh wow, like like that just hit me.
And I'm pretty sure he said that that they could change her memories, but he would. I'm pretty sure he said that. Even though it's not like it's like all thoughts about it, even though it's supposed to be like truth. I don't really know, but it was like something that he said that could change, like fix their minds and make them think what they want.
Right.
But that was what he said about the scrolls. So like, but he really meant about them because to change her up.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to get her confused.
Okay.
So I thought someone was gonna talk after me.
But yeah, just going back to the intelligence, I found it interesting how much it changed the more she went back.
Okay, wait, I forgot, guys. We haven't talked about the cat yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Tentacle monster thing.
I'm gonna spoil the end for you. The very end credit.
End credit
Because
scene.
Look for.
it is stupid, but yeah, to me at least.
The cat pukes up a tesseract shaped hairball.
Because during it,
But not
she's
my
like,
film.
where are we gonna hide the Tesseract? And the cat eats it and has like tentacles coming out of its mouth. And at the very end, it basically just hops on Fury's desk, and then it makes like the pukey noise, and then it pukes it out. And it was just, it's not really.
Do you guys think
Worth-
that cat? Do you guys think that cat is still alive?
Probably.
We just haven't seen it.
It's not an
so,
actual
yeah.
cat.
Yeah.
I know, but still.
That's what we're gonna call it because it looks like a cat.
But the thing is that it was with Fury, and you don't see it at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, are you saying like? Well, I guess it could die, but it's like a mix. It's a. But I liked how the Skrull commander was scared of it. That was pretty funny.
Because he knew what it was.
I knew what it was.
He's like,
That thing's dangerous.
What's a
You
cat?
shouldn't have that thing in your lap.
I was like, here's one scene that I felt didn't really need to be there. It's when the like scroll guy was shapeshift as that commander, and then he told his wife, he was like, cover her eyes. And then you shot those guys, and as the wife was running away, she moved her hand, and the
Yeah,
daughter saw
And it's
the
like
body.
no,
and
that
I
was
like,
a boy.
what was the point? No, that was his daughter.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, what was the point of that?
I thought it was pretty
Oh,
funny.
one of my
Yeah.
favorite scenes is it was after like the whole climax or whatever. They went back to Carol's friend's house or whatever.
Mhm.
I don't remember her name. The
I
black
don't
chick.
remember her name either.
Yeah.
I
They went to her
can
house.
look right
I
now.
love how like the scrolls are just wearing casual clothes. I'm like, and then like the scroll leader is wearing a hoodie. I'm like, that's amazing. It's like they're all just having a good old dinner. Like I got a nice little family, nice little '90s treat. I like that. It's a good times.
It
Good
would have been
times.
better if they brought out the
I
Surge
liked-
Energy drink.
I liked
I didn't like those.
what's it called?
Too much sugar.
Dylan, you didn't get Surge wasn't around when you were
They still
born.
make Surge. They still make Tang.
Oh,
They sell
I
in
liked
powder
the part
form.
where
They
they
sell
were
it
asking him.
old like really old places.
It was like that.
Out of town
It
places.
was like that one energy drink that was out in the '90s, and then
Maria.
got-
My dad got it. My dad drinks and he
it
gave me.
got like mass recalled.
Maria. I think that's her name.
Yeah, and her daughter's name is Monica.
Hey, Monica.
Hey, Monica.
Hey there.
Hey, Monica.
Delilah.
Hey, hey.
Uh,
Stop it.
But I was gonna say. Oh, I like the part where they were asking him about what he can change into. I thought that was pretty funny.
A
Because
filing
like,
cabinet.
yeah, he's like, they're like, can you change into a file cabinet? He's like, why would I ever do that? And he's like, can you change into a cat? And he's like, what's a cat? That was funny.
All right, so
What's the time, Dylan?
we are
49
currently.
minutes.
49 minutes?
Oh, was that
That's 44 minutes.
How do you
okay.
know?
Because I looked at the clock.
What clock?
The clock that's there.
Oof, I didn't see that. Okay.
Okay,
So I guess we want to give our
Batman. No, I'm just
like.
Just going to DC.
The Sonic the Hedgehog movie looks great.
Oh my
Pikachu.
goodness.
Dumbo. That one's
Dude,
trash.
that Frieza cameo in Detective Pikachu's trailer.
Yeah, that's
Aladdin
great.
looks great. I actually do legitimately mean
No,
that.
don't
I
wanna
do not
watch
want
it.
to see
It
Aladdin.
looks
I wanna
good.
see Frozen
Will
2.
Smith is great.
I don't want to see
Okay,
Frozen
okay,
2
okay.
either.
Now we're just like the meme,
That was
meme
joke.
podcast.
We were just joking about it.
The Meme Crowd podcast.
Yes.
But yeah,
Meme review.
I really liked it. I thought it was pretty cool
Yeah, I thought
to
it was
have a
good.
different part of it.
So,
I
I
like
guess-
how Nick Fury was really funny.
Y'all want to like rank it out of 10? Like, what would
It
you?
felt
Rank it out of
different
10.
from let me
I
just
can't
say this real
rank
quick.
it. I've seen so many Marvel.
I mean, not rank it, but would you like give like a score?
Well,
like,
hold
out of
on,
10?
just let me-
Probably
Let me say this first.
20 out of 10.
Nice.
Nope.
No,
Let me-
10 out of 20. Sorry.
Let me say this
10
first, right?
Marvel shots in the chest out of 20.
Shut up. Okay, let me say this, okay? First of all, there's always that Marvel movie that feels different
It's
from
Marvel.
the other ones. I will kick you in the face.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Can I say something real quick? Wait, it's about the scrolls.
Shut up. Guys, bro, calm down.
It's about the scrolls, how they shapeshift.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I like how they look when they shapeshift. They look like pus comes out, like cracks, like their skin is dry.
Like they're
and they,
molting?
like, crack and like pus comes out.
Like they're molting.
Yeah. Okay, go on.
Okay,
I just want to put that in there.
so different Marvel movies. Yeah, he did.
What a
Different
nerd.
Marvel movies.
You got depressed.
There's always that Marvel
Racist.
movie that feels different. You know, like
Black Widow.
I hope that doesn't happen.
If
Oh gosh, she doesn't deserve her own movie.
She doesn't. She was a Netflix show.
Yeah, I'd be down with that. It's kind of like what Captain America's girlfriend didn't need her own
Peggy
show
Carter.
or didn't need her own movies. They give her a show.
well, yeah. And guess
But-
what? That failed.
Wow.
Oof. God.
All right,
did.
so anyways, like
Look at how stretched his socks out.
yeah, thanks.
Ah.
Stop it. So wow. So Captain America, right? That felt like the more. What are you doing? Can you guys stop?
Sorry.
Stop! Nah, it's my sock. Why am I scared of it?
Okay. Say what you gotta say.
Okay, so Spider-Man to me felt
This
like
affects me.
the really super lighthearted movie. Okay, I'm not
Your
ticklish.
feet are
anymore.
sweaty.
Are they?
I don't know. I didn't
Nice.
touch
Well,
it.
this is really uncomfortable for the audience to listen to.
It really is.
Okay, what are you trying to say?
There's always, each Marvel movie has its own thing. Like Spider-Man feels like the lighthearted, goofy movie. Captain America felt
No,
like
not
the
a goofy
more.
movie.
Shut
I
up.
love a goofy movie.
Captain America felt like the more serious toned
Hi.
movie. Iron Man felt like a kid who had $1 million.
Trump.
Pretty much, yeah.
Small, just to take a small vial.
Dude,
Small
he's gonna become
vial.
The next president.
Stop it. So
She should be.
let me say.
Iron Man?
So
No, he's a
let me say
drunk.
this.
No.
What did Captain Marvel feel like to you guys?
A safe, like the really safe roller coaster.
I haven't.
Had like 10
so.
seat belts and had walls for the carts.
To me, it felt like a movie. It felt like a movie very much about discovery, and just kind of
It's
like
just going
remembering.
new ways.
finding.
it's like Simba. It's like he's remembering who
kind of
she is.
finding yourself.
Yeah, it's actually a perfect way to say finding
Yeah,
yourself.
perfect.
Also, Brie Larson. That's a pretty hot woman. Not gonna lie.
No.
Okay.
I've never seen her in anything other than Lego Movie.
Oh, she was out.
Well, this is the thing. She looks very different, Captain Marvel, than her older movies.
Oh,
I actually looked up images.
Well,
Just
you know
like
what we
to
gotta
see
do
if
now.
blonde still, or
Is Brie Larson a natural blonde? I'm about to go to Google Images.
Cause I looked up like her movies, and she looks really weird. Cause she doesn't look like her normal self. A fictional character that has.
I remember that in the search.
I just
Oh,
looked
yeah.
up like Brie Larson 10 years ago.
Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
She was. Oh, was she the pink-haired chick? They're like his not girlfriend or whatever in that movie.
Brie Larson?
Yeah.
Well, she's Wild Style.
No, and Scott Pilgrim.
Oh, I don't know. I've never seen Scott Pilgrim.
Neither have I just know J.J. Abrams is in it, and he's Scott. That guy's a weird dude.
J.J. Abrams? Who is he again?
He's like the he was Lex, in Dawn of Justice.
Oh,
Yeah.
him?
He also played Mark Zuckerberg in Social Network.
Nice.
It was a character. I don't know. It might have been her or someone else, but she
Oh, wow.
she did
Was it?
not.
2017 looks way
she
different
did
from
not.
2019.
She did not look like. She looked ugly.
Wow, Camden.
Yeah,
That's
and then
just-
in
She's
the
like
middle-
6 in that picture.
Oh,
No,
wrong
I'm saying
premise.
when she was younger.
Alright, well, we're so sorry.
This one. Sorry.
Oh, little children.
She's like a teenager in that.
Oh, yeah, she does look a little bit. Well, she's probably wearing makeup.
A little too much.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like her though.
That was lit.
Stop hitting stuff with my sock. You guys
Uh,
are weird.
So
Alright.
we're done pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys want to give like score for it or out of
A
10?
score?
I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
Out of 10?
I'll give it a 7.5 cats out of 10 cats.
Dang it, you took my score. So, well, I'll take 7.5 Marvel left chest shots in the heart out of 10
Wait,
betraying
11? Did
commanders.
you say 11?
No, 10.
10 out of 10?
Marvel. I said
Yeah,
Marvel's.
10 out of 10?
Nope. Like 7.5. I'm with the Cam on that one.
Yeah, honestly,
You hear that? That's a cheesy.
really, that's...
That's a ham sandwich. That's an inside joke. Nice.
Okay,
Putin.
so we're done, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Well, you guys could go home now.
Unless you guys are at home, then just stay in the building.
Well, I'm already at my house. I was gonna leave my room. This is my room.
No.
Alright, well, get out, guys.
That's my world.
No, I'm saying
Leave my mom alone.
the kiddos out there
Okay.
that are watching this.
Well, there's only one way we can end this. Camden, put your phone down. We gotta fight now.
We gotta fight.
We gotta fight.
I'll tell you one thing, Sonic and the Secret Rings
Are you gonna
sucks.
put in the secret
Sonic and the
battle
Secret
song?
Rings is the best game ever.
It really isn't.
It's so good.
It's trash.
It's
Don't you
the
agree
best.
with me, Camden?
Camden,
Sorry,
agree with him
I
before
just
he ends
got
the
ripped.
recording.
Agree to
Sonic and the
what?
Secret
That.
Rings sucks.
No, it's so good.
Good.
No, Endgame. Oh, by the way, I gotta say something really controversial about Marvel that like you guys don't like.
What?
Nice. What's a really okay? What do you guys like about Marvel? What's a really
They're
good-
not DC.
true.
They're less depressing.
They can put a smile on your face, even in the darkest movies.
The Joker can. He said, "Let's put a smile
Yeah, but
on
Jared
your
Little's
face."
dead now. And that's kind of DC's fault.
Wow.
It is. They told him, hey man, you gotta go on meds.
Because as acting Joker, you go crazy. Okay,
Literally.
so we rated it, and we basically said we're done. So we
Well,
gotta
Dylan
end it.
said he wanted to say something controversial about Marvel.
Okay, well that's the last thing you'll ever say, Dylan.
Oof.
You gonna say it?
I can't think of anything.